into the show prep, ladies and gentlemen. We got an update on Graham Glasgow's injury. It's like someone told you this already. Minor, not a concern. And that is not from me this time. That is officially from Detroit Lions beat reporter Justin Rogers of the Detroit Football Network. He tweeted that out today. That is a minor injury of no concern when it comes to Graham Glasgow. I tried telling you guys. I almost wasted a whole segment on it. God, listen, when he got hurt, he reached down, was like, okay, this area fucking hurts. It looks like his knee, specifically to me. Walked himself to the back of the line, had the trainers look at him, got himself up, and he walked from that very first practice field all the way back to the Detroit Lions training facility. That's not, he's fine. I tried telling you yesterday. And by the way, we're finding receipts with people that are talking shit that I didn't know what I was talking about or that something way worse is that. I mean, you guys are idiots. Booner, I love you. Idiot. Sorry.
Well, if he walked off the field, I'm feeling pretty confident.
Right?
I mean, I don't think that there's a lot of cause for pause there. If he walked off on his own power, C minor, I think it was more of a precaution thing. They said it earlier in the offseason. Dan Campbell said everything's about precaution with this team. Even on polls, even risks of polls, we're going to put him in the locker room. We're going to go check him out. I think this is the situation with Graham Glasgow. I think they're just making sure that he's all set to go. I think there's too much on the line for him to be wearing down in joint practice, for him to not be ready for the regular season. I don't have any concern about him not playing in the opener, do you?
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
That's what I figured. I think that it's just a little nick. He's all good, and he'll be ready for week 1.
Yeah, not tripping. Packers still getting washed. They could have run from the ass whooping. They tried. I did ask myself though, like, he is increasingly important to the Detroit Lions situation though, because if Graham does go down, shit is worrisome.
Yes.
And I'm not like, I think maybe Cologne would come in and fill in. Maybe a couple snaps. But then again, you don't have that chemistry with he and Jared Goff. Like, that's the reason I believe that Tate Ratledge and Jared Goff wasn't your center quarterback exchange, because the chemistry was gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to form that part of it.
If Glasgow went down, I do believe that it would be Tate to step up. I don't think that they would go I can't say it. I don't know why. But I don't think they would go.
You ever seen Liar Liar with Jim Carrey?
No.
Oh, he's like, he can't lie. So he's like, I don't know. That's kind of what you're doing.
Sometimes, do you just ever have like really easy words that you just can't say sometimes?
Nope.
All right, well, I don't believe that Colin would be the one to take the step in there. I do believe it'd be Tate. I believe they already have some chemistry. I mean, they worked on it earlier in the preseason. I think it's just more out of the one of keeping the rookie comfortable. But in that situation, you got to think of what's best for the team. And I truly believe that at that point, what's best for the team is for Tate Ratledge to be your starting center if Glasgow were to miss some time. Yeah,
I will say it was Kingsley who stepped in to take the snaps after Glasgow did go out. So out of respect, I should be putting his name in the runnings. But I know they paid Cologne. He played center. He's just working his way back from injury right now. Remember, he got hurt in that preseason game. But Chris, I know you were kind of concerned about that situation. I'm kind of with you. If it does become a thing, because let's not forget, I love Graham Glasgow, and when healthy, he is very, very good. He was the center for Jared Goff's perfect game against Seahawks. But if he gets hurt, we saw what that is.
Yes.
And the Commanders game specifically, and the Buffalo Bills game specifically. Those were the Buffalo Bills game. He also hurt a knee. Now I don't know which leg it was. If it was the left one, I'm maybe getting a little concerned. But if Justin's reporting no harm, no foul, I'm gonna lean on that side because that's what my initial thought was. But Chris, go ahead.
I mean, I agree. I never thought from the jump it was going to be a significant injury or a serious injury when you described it to us. But it's just concerning because, like you said, he's a player. You know, some players play great hurt, and that's one of Frank's best qualities for the Lions when he played for us, was that this guy was, no matter what, he was going to perform. It didn't matter if he had how many toes he had, how many legs he had. It did not matter how many meniscuses he had. That guy was going to perform and perform at a high level. Graham Glasgow has performed at a high level when healthy, and we've seen him not healthy, not perform great. And again, you can't put that entire game on him, but there is definitely a world in which if he played center better, Goff didn't have the bad game that Goff had, and maybe the Lions, etch out that win there, or just things go differently. So you're right about that, Easy, because some players, some players can play very well hurt. Other players can't, and I'm not trying to knock or disrespect any of these guys because they're all tougher than me. But I do think that is a fair observation. I think Graham Glasgow is one that you have to be cautious with. If he's even dinged up, how much does it diminish him?
I think there is a possibility as well that the Lions, if they were to sustain an injury, they would go out and pick up someone on a one-year deal as a rental for a higher round pick. I do believe that they give up a 5th or to 7th round pick in order to make sure that they could shore up their offensive line late this season if they had to do it. Brad's proven that when you do it, when he does have a need that is glaring, like how last year they needed an edge glaringly, they did bring in Zadarius Smith. I believe some sort of similar move would be made on the offensive line if he didn't feel like I can't say that. Colon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was
Cologne.
not, in fact, I was going to say Cologne again. I can't lie.
It is Cologne.
It is Cologne? Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you're right, Justin, because last year we saw it with Zadarius Smith, right, with the defensive end being an issue, right? Like, it was just like, it was clear. Everybody's like, we got to get somebody next to Hutch. We got to get somebody next to Hutch. Then Hutch went down. You got to get somebody that can play defensive end at all. And they did, and they got Zadarius. So I think you're right on the money there that Brad Holmes has shown that he will get somebody at the trade deadline if he absolutely has to, if there's a significant injury. My worry is what happens last season where the injury happens past the trade deadline. Then you're screwed. Then you can't really do too much, and you just got to patch together what you can.
Yeah, I guess like just our given options. Like I do think Tate will probably stay just because like he's doing well. I don't know why you want to fuck that up.
I don't think you do, but
Cologne, I don't know. I'm confident in Cologne Kingsley. Maybe Cologne would have been there had he been healthy, but it was Kingsley yesterday, and I guess it would suck from the point of just your veteran leadership because like the center position is more than just blocking. It's also calling out the protection sometimes for the quarterback or for the other guys on the offensive line. Like, so I don't know if you want Tate there because he doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the reasons Graham moved over is like he was kind of sick of playing center from the guard spot. He's like, if I'm calling the protection, I'd rather just be snapping the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe they would. I don't know. I mean, how long's Cologne been in the league? Like 5 years? I think he's coming off his first free agent deal. Maybe he is good enough, or maybe, like you said, they go spend the pick and get somebody who is going to help you win a Super Bowl.
I mean, whatever it is.
How many of those guys are available, too?
I don't have a doubt that, well, I mean, there are guys who are on one-year deals who are, degrading away on a lower caliber team that a team would always be willing to give up for draft capital. I believe, personally, especially with some of the teams that the way they bottom out. I mean, think about it like this. Zeitler's on a one-year deal. What if Tennessee sucks and we offer to give them a 4th or a 5th for Zeitler? You think they'd do it? If they suck? If Tennessee sucked?
I don't know, dude. That's steep.
5th for Zeitler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Tennessee wouldn't take that?
I mean, Tennessee
you
would.
said
I don't know that Brad would, though.
You don't know if Brad would give up a 5th for Zeitler? If they really needed
we already don't have a 3rd-round pick.
I mean, how many 5th-round picks is he really going to hit on? I mean, let's talk about it. Does he even have a really good hit in the 5th round?
Was Amon-Ra?
4th
round?
4th round.
I don't know if he had any good hits in the 4th.
He is. I don't think he has any good hits in the 5th.
Malcolm might be the
Kirby was
closest.
a 4th.
Kirby's 3rd.
Malcolm was a 6th.
Yeah. I have to pull up the draft history, to be honest with you. I don't think
So, like, is it that much to pay for a playoff run of having Zeitler back?
especially if you're devaluing those later picks the way he's throwing around those 3rd-round picks because of NIL. Because a lot of guys are staying in, or maybe just didn't like this next crop of players. 5th-round guys, honestly, the last 5th-round guy was Kobe Sorsdale, who he drafted over Puka Nacua. But yeah, that's it. James Mitchell. No, he has not hit on 5th-round guys. Yep.
So I'll ask you again. Would you trade a 5th-round pick for Kevin Zeitler if we have true offensive guard issues?
I would. I don't know if Brad would,
All right, well, I think you will because Brad is willing to do what he has to do to keep this team competitive.